All right, baby. Welcome back to another N85 podcast. This is the boys again. It is Young, Daddy Destiny, Austin FC, AZ. To my fucking right, we have... Okay, so welcome to the X podcast. If you haven't realized already, this is the X podcast. Yeah. This is my ex. This is actually a character from the podcast. If you didn't know, if you're a long-time listener to the podcast, you would know. I've spoken about her before. It's the girl with the red hair, which she doesn't really have red hair. She has brown hair, but I always said this is the girl with the red hair. Her name is Jackie. Welcome, Jackie, to the podcast.
Thanks.
Welcome.
And on the left side, we have the other ex of the podcast. We have Austin's ex. This is Vanessa. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, so...
I don't have an ex because I stay with
I was just saying, that's what I was going to say. So Des is actually excluded from this, so she's going to be kind of like the mediator here. That's how the show's going to be run. She doesn't have an ex, actually. You know, I don't know if you want to dive into that really quick, but your love life.
I don't have an ex because I'm scared of the hoes. I'm just kidding.
That just about sums it up.
Also, just personal stuff. I don't think I'm good at dating. Like, you know what I mean? Like leading up to a relationship and like, oh, do you want to go do this? Do you want to go do that? I don't think I'm built for it.
Yeah.
I'm built
like
fragile.
And it's very interesting how this episode came about. Me and Austin, I think it was your idea, right? You brought it to me.
Yeah, it was my idea. I was like, while you're in a relationship too, I was like, yo, let's do it. Like, let's get an ex.
And I was like, that would never work, bro. Like,
I was like, come on, just tell us for content. You know what I'm saying?
She would have never, bro. And then, the fucking situation arose, and I was like, okay, now we can fucking do it. Now we do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a feeling like you would have said yes.
It's crazy. He was always so confident. Like I told you off the podcast, he was always so confident that you were going to be down. And I was like, I didn't think you were going to be down.
No.
Because the crazy part is, dude, she's actually in a relationship. This is what's crazy about this. She's in a relationship. And she's here. I was like, that's so gangster, bro. Like,
yeah, like I was like, yeah, I know she'd be down, but I don't know, maybe like the boyfriend won't let her. So
yeah, he said no at first, and then I was like, let me think about it. I can do what I want. Like I'm grown. Come on now.
Do y'all think it's like so say somebody does say like no to something like this? Do y'all think it's something like to do with insecurities, or like should it be like, yeah, you should be cool with this? You know what I'm saying? Or
I don't know. I wouldn't be cool with it, to be honest. I'd be like, yo, why are you going to see your ex?
Right.
Yeah, but then when you really think about it, it's basically for the content.
That's what I'm saying. Everything's for fucking content, bro.
It's for the content.
Content is always a good excuse, you know what I'm saying? And plus, it's like, you can see it. Like, they're going to be able to see this on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shit we talk about. We're not going to talk about no weird shit.
Or I guess I had to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the background just watching.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was going to happen. I thought he was going to be here just watching. So that would have been kind of awkward, though.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what's up?
Let's dive into it real quick. So, one of the first things that I actually wanted to talk about is, can exes be friends? You know what I'm saying?
Friends.
And it gets very tricky with that because, like, I think, well, like all these kind of scenarios, it's all situational, right?
Yeah,
so, like,
it all depends.
How did it end?
Yeah.
Are y'all
what happened? Right.
Fucking? Are y'all being weird? You know what I'm saying? Nah. Personally, I don't think so. I don't know how y'all feel. I don't think you could really be friends with an ex. And the thing is, like, I think y'all could still be cool, right? Like, y'all can have a good relationship, whatever. But I think that you should want to, like, cut it off because, like, you should want your own time away from them. Like you're not together.
Yeah, they don't serve no
reason.
Purpose.
Exactly.
No offense. No, they don't serve.
They
don't serve no purpose for you. Like,
I'm not here.
That just did not come out right. I can see why you have an ex.
But I feel like it also depends.
I'm like, weren't you the one with the idea though?
Y'all ended
exactly.
For content though, it's for content.
What do you mean? Like it depends on what? Like.
It depends. If you're in a relationship, what terms y'all ended on. If y'all ended on bad terms or good terms.
Yeah, that's.
But sometimes, bro, sometimes couples end on bad terms and they just get together to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
isn't that toxic?
Yeah.
That is super toxic.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd be like that, right? Like.
No. I guess, but like. I kind of ended like at first we were like at bad terms like a little bit. I was like, no, get out of here, you fucking hoe. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like I unfollowed her and everything.
Damn,
right?
son.
I did all that.
Yo, who broke up with who? Let's start out with this.
I forgot.
Yeah.
You remember?
He said,
"You're my only ex."
Oh my god!
Of course I remember.
What are you talking about? Yeah, but yeah, I broke up with her. It's funny. I was at Johnny's house.
How'd that happen?
It was like he was like sleeping He was in the living room. He was sleeping. I was laying down. I was a little tear. I was sad. You know, we ended it.
He was. He
I
was.
bro, it has to. It was, it was some high school shit. This happened. By the way, this happened 7 years ago. This happened like in 2015, 2016.
It happened 2016. I know that.
Yeah. So like, I don't know why I decided to break up with you. I think it was just like a the high school shit. Like, oh, I don't love you anymore. Bye.
Damn.
And I was the thing is, it's gonna be like I thought it was gonna be like a high school shit. Like, okay, I broke up with you. Let's get back to that. Something like that toxic shit. Whatever.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That usually happens.
But then you did something, Vanessa, and I was like,
air it out. What did she do?
I don't remember what I did.
dude,
I don't remember what I did.
Now we're different people, so this is.
What do you mean? Air it out, bro. I want to hear this shit.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear it too.
Okay,
okay, there we go. She gave you permission.
So basically, I went, had you on Snap and shit. I just see you twerking on camera, like it's not even like look, it's not even like the camera's like you're not far. You're literally your ass is literally on the camera, like right here, like
oh my god,
ass, boom.
Okay,
right here. I was like, yeah, this can't happen.
That was a
bro.
deal breaker.
So that was for me. So I was like, okay, yeah.
But was
That's
she
what-
working on somebody or
No,
was
no,
it
no.
It was just,
Hey,
it
bro,
was
you know
just
what I'm
like,
saying? She
Just on the
confident. What are you
camera.
talking
yeah,
about, bro? What the
exactly.
fuck?
Confident, yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
That
you're
was you being insecure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's what I'm
Yo,
fucking saying.
I was 16, chill. Chill, bro. I was 16, relax.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like I did it because he didn't have a reason to break up with me. Like
Deadass,
he
you
didn't
probably
have a
didn't.
reason.
I probably
And
didn't.
we had a really good relationship. I mean,
yeah.
we weren't toxic at all. Like he would go out.
That's probably why it
know,
didn't last,
and-
You gotta be toxic.
You gotta be talking.
I mean, I respected his friends and stuff like that, and we would play soccer together.
That's
at
right.
a soccer
I forgot about that.
academy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
forgot about that.
Remember one time we went to play soccer with Anna? I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah,
We went
yeah,
to Bethesda. That's
yeah,
pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's. Go ahead,
Oh.
bro. Grab the mic.
My bad. I don't want to snatch it out of this man's face. I guess when you're around that age, like how you broke up. How did you break up with her? Do you usually just like call them and be like, "Oh, it's over"? Or
Yeah,
It was
that's
through
very
Kick,
fucking-
right? It was through Kick.
Shout out to Kick,
No,
bro.
no.
I
Oh my gosh,
know.
that
It
was
was
Kick.
not Kick. It
Kick was
not.
fucking
Really?
awesome.
It was
bro.
over the phone.
Kids
It was
nowadays
over
will
the
never
phone.
experience
It was
Kick, bro.
a phone call.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You weren't even man enough to break over her in person. That's fucked up. I say that, but I did the same shit.
Yeah, you
So
did
let's
the
go ahead
same
and go on
shit.
to this side of the fucking table,
Yeah.
bro.
Go ahead.
So yeah, we dated for a summer. It was like a good 2-3 months type shit. Austin says
Doesn't count.
yes. Austin says it doesn't count. It's
Doesn't
cool.
count.
No, we did not.
No.
That-
We did not.
It doesn't count.
That's what I tried to tell my ex, but my ex said that she was my ex. So you know what I'm saying?
I
If
think
your ex
it's
says that
more
she's
of
my
a
ex,
fling.
that's what.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
we
more
know.
of
We
a
know. The thing
thing
is, we
going
know.
on.
We know what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just the thing about me is that, and then like you see this nowadays too. Like I have a problem with like. Not a problem, actually.
Have a problem being
Wait.
a whore? No,
no,
I
no,
got
no,
a
no,
problem with
no, I
commitment.
know, right.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
It's not a problem with commitment. I just have to be so fucking sure before I fully commit, before I put that title on there, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do everything that a couple does almost, like hold hands, like love each other damn near. But for me to put a fucking title on you, like, bro, you got to check off
You
all
gotta
the
have
fucking.
that it factor. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? And
It
so
factor. There you go.
when it came to us, it was interesting because like she was a very strong personality and I had
Strong?
never dealt with something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was always with like mellow
Like,
people.
What do you mean, like loud or like
No, I was definitely not loud. I
That
was
loud-
super quiet.
that loud
It's
girl
just-
in the morning with the hot Cheetos?
Nah,
at
There
7
were
in the
certain
morning?
things that I wanted, and I would like demand it. It wasn't like
As you should.
But for me they were irrational. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh.
They were very
Like
what?
irrational.
Like
bro.
what?
Dude, okay, so I spoke to her about this earlier, you know.
yeah.
There was this girl that I was friends with.
Okay.
Her name is I'm bleeping that out. You know
Say it
her.
again. Okay. I think I know her.
Anyways, and she did not fuck with her, bruh. And she was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna fuck with you because you're friends with her.
But I
Okay.
didn't
I was
tell
like,
him
what
You
the
guys,
fuck?
anything.
y'all had beef or something?
No, she just ghosted me, bruh.
I didn't
Ooh.
tell him anything. I just didn't reply. Like I just
Oh.
stopped talking to him.
And
I
the
mean,
thing is,
yeah,
I don't do
that's-
that. I don't do that ghosting shit.
Yeah,
bro. I don't do that
that's
no
that
reply
game
shit,
shit,
bro.
yeah.
I don't play that
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Well,
Like,
did you not like her for like personal reasons?
No,
Or
it's because
you had a bad feeling about it.
No, it was beef from school.
Beef from school? You're not
Yeah.
respecting the beef?
No, bro, it wasn't beef,
It
bro.
was beef.
I asked her why she didn't fuck with her. She's like, I just don't fuck with her.
Maybe
That
she
was
didn't
it.
want to talk about it at the time.
Yeah,
well, that's
maybe
fair.
I don't
well,
wanna
then
tell
it
you
seems
about
irrational
it.
on your
Yeah.
side,
Maybe.
I guess. You know what I mean?
It was
Yeah.
other shit. You know,
I
not
should
to,
yeah, I should have taken that to like Buffalo House and
yo,
solve
solve
that shit out,
bro.
bro. Solve that shit out for real.
And then, yeah, I think it ended. Okay, so this is funny, right? So we talked 2 separate times. So it was summer, and then it was like the January, like following that summer, right? So I had kind of ended things with her the first time, right?
Okay.
I was like, and she always brings this shit up now, bro. I had sent her like the fucking paragraph of dreams,
Oh,
bro.
the fucking
An essay,
dreams.
son.
We've all
And,
been
like,
there. Yeah.
Just saying like, yo, we're not compatible and shit like that.
Oh.
Like you're this kind of person, and I'm this
Right.
kind of person.
I love
and
to
shit.
read those, by the way. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, like it's
Really? I don't.
Really?
bro.
No,
Fuck
I
no.
don't. I
Really?
read the first part and I was like, fuck that.
I'm not reading all that.
Yeah. And then
That's
so
That's not me, partner.
I forgot how we rekindled like that January. I think it was probably me shooting my shot again.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And
And
you let-
then
you let her
she,
back in?
you know, you want to know why? Okay, so she stopped fucking with me the second time. You want to know why? But this is fucking insane. Because
What?
I wouldn't go get her spicy noodles, dude.
Bruh.
She,
Honestly, I don't
Bro.
even remember.
bro,
You must have been on your period or
she
something. 'cause
she
if
made
you-
she made me skip school, right, to hang out with her.
Bad
And I
influence.
was a fucking
Bad
straight A student,
influence.
son. I didn't skip school, by the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, okay, whatever. She was like, I want to get spicy noodles. I was like, bro, I'm not about to go to fucking farmer's market, get no fucking spicy ass noodles, bro. And
And
she
what?
got up and she left, and we never talked after that. Just like that, bro. She cutthroat as fuck, son.
That's crazy.
No, I don't.
Yo.
My memory is so bad. I really don't remember anything.
She's got
back
standards. You feel me? She's got.
And that was 6 years
Yeah.
ago, bro. 6 years ago. I had met her parents and everything.
You met her
Wow.
parents?
Some
So it was
motherfucking spicy
serious.
noodles.
6 years ago. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
That's what I'm
hello.
saying. Like, that's why I
Yeah.
you
I
can
feel
consider
you.
it an ex.
That
I
means-
just
would have got them.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now, but I don't. That's why I like. It was just the title, you know, that we didn't have, but
Yeah.
it was pretty serious.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
you know, I
pretty
met her
we
parents.
had
like,
that connection. We always did.
So you met
Yeah.
his parents.
I met
yeah,
his
vaguely,
parents,
yeah,
yeah.
very vaguely. I met her parents. Yeah,
Yeah, so it was serious.
I was over at her house.
Okay.
I would tutor
It
her,
was
bro. I
getting
was her
there.
tutor actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
For what?
Bro,
Yeah.
dude, y'all remember the fucking
Yeah,
TNT
guys.
packets, bro?
Oh yeah.
She had like 30 of them bitches, bro,
Oh,
and then I had to
hell
go
no.
and help
Don't
her.
do me like that.
That's crazy. I mean,
Dude.
I don't think there's a whole lot of tutoring going on.
I was,
We were in the room kissing, and then my mom
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
"I
yeah.
hear you."
oh, dude, her house was so quiet, bro. I was kissing her like while I was trying to,
Bruh.
and her mom just yells like, "I hear that." I was
Yo.
like, bro.
Yeah, you guys are loud because I heard you guys.
Yo, I don't know what you're saying right now. What are you talking about, bro?
That one morning, we both heard it, bro.
Oh, what?
Heard it.
What's going on right now, bro?
Yo.
We're getting it up. Why am I turning red right now, bro? Everybody
I was in
I'm,
the
like,
bathroom.
sweating.
Next fucking
Yeah.
I
topic.
was in the bathroom.
So he was like by the door, and we just hear something.
I heard a little-
I started putting my music on.
Yo, please,
Oh,
no.
I heard.
Like,
Yeah.
distract the noise. I'm like, I was gonna tell this man to turn on the fan. Real some privacy.
Yeah, I heard like a moan.
Yo, okay, I just
Yeah, I
getting
was
cut.
like-
Okay,
This is getting cut. This is getting cut. This is getting cut.
I was
Y'all
like,
want it right
I was like, is that me
is
or
getting cut,
did I moan?
The part that I
Yeah.
oh, God.
Is that a moan?
Um,
Like, is that me? I don't have a dick in my ass. Why am I?
now. Bro, what is going on right now, bro? This is getting cut. Fuck
No,
that.
nah, you finna cut this shit out, bro? Nah, come on, bro.
All right, fuck yeah. Yeah, I won't cut it out. Fuck it. I'll wear that shit on my
It's
chest,
for
son.
content.
I'll wear
It's
that
for
shit on my
content.
chest.
Guys, it didn't happen.
That's
It's
for
for
content.
content.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's for content.
We didn't really finish talking about the topic about being friends with your ex.
Well, since you guys like, this is like your, I guess you would
This
say
is the third time.
try.
We're 1-1.
Well, I guess like
We're 1-1 on the score sheet.
you know
right
how
now.
they say like third times
time's the charm.
third times the charm and stuff like that. Is there gonna be a point where you guys are like, if it doesn't work after this, I don't ever want to try again?
I don't think you can ever.
Honestly,
but the thing is,
I
you
don't
don't.
even
You
think
don't.
about
Yeah,
it
I
like
was
that.
just about to say that.
I
You
literally
don't
don't
think
think
about
about
that.
it like that, especially since
Unlimited tries.
no, not unlimited
Unlimited
tries,
tries.
but we put so much.
The thing is,
into it.
Pay for that.
you're a grown adult at
Yeah.
one point. You don't think about
Right.
that. If you're gonna be talking to somebody,
Damn.
you're not thinking
Y'all were
like,
grown at
oh,
16?
no,
No,
right
we're
now.
talking about
I'm
right
like,
now.
oh,
We're talking about right now.
Okay.
I'm saying you don't think about that shit right now. Maybe back then you think about like, oh, like yeah, if we break up, well, we can probably talk again. Like now as an adult, I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like breaks and stuff, I don't do that
really,
shit.
because I did that with Jennifer, because like we tried the first time, it didn't work out because her ex tried to come into the picture.
Oh yikes!
And then second time, it was just like wrong timing because I was away at college. And this third time, it was just like so out of the blue. I'm just like, if we really can't make it work this time, I don't think we're like really like
meant to be.
meant to be and stuff like that. And I said that to her before like we made it official, and I was just like, I don't want to keep doing this back and forth thing. If it's gonna work this time, I will try, and I will try with everything that I have. But if it doesn't work after this, it's like I don't think we should keep trying. I don't think I'm the one for you after that.
I think the first time and the second time we were just very young, and then
Yeah, that's
my mentality was just not
Just toxic.
It was just super
it
toxic.
was more so on this side of the fucking. You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
admit that for real. I was
Yeah.
like super toxic. I would get mad for
But
the
why though?
smallest stuff.
Like, have you had boyfriends before like that? They hurt you or whatever, or you just
Do you think it's fair to bring in that kind of thing, like, oh, I've been scarred in my past, so this is why I am? You know what I'm saying? Or should everything just start fresh? You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
No, I think your past relationships do affect
Yeah.
the
your
present.
your new relationship.
Right.
Because if we're talking about high school, like
Right.
before I dated him, I was dating a guy and I'm pretty sure he cheated on me.
Oh, yikes.
And
But you had no substantial evidence.
yeah, I never had evidence
No
until
concrete.
after the breakup,
So
and
he
I was
did-
like,
Ah.
oh, okay. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then
That's cool.
and I mean,
But that
I wasn't toxic. I was not toxic at all. Like, I didn't care. I was like, okay, well, he cheated
Yeah.
on me. Whatever. We're already through. And then I think that's when I met Austin. But I never brought up my past relationships with him.
No,
Right.
I mean I know you did, and my friend. It's funny because he told me. I'm a nice guy. He was my friend. I was like, yo, is it okay? I want to kind of ask her out and shit. He was like, yeah, I don't care, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you shouldn't do it. And I should have listened. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
That's funny. No, but because
It's
Like,
recon-
first of all, we had a good relationship.
No, we did. It was nice.
Treated you the best.
Right? I was like, you're never
No, I'm
gonna
just playing, I'm just
get a
playing.
better one than me.
it is
It's
very
for content.
It is very like tough, just trying to explain to your partner like, yo, I've been scarred from my past relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because you
Right.
want this
Well,
like
they have to heal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they
yeah,
should-
but
Yeah,
Like, I feel like
but
there's
then
shit that
again,
there's certain shit that don't heal, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
That's why
certain shit
scarring.
that you don't heal from, but that's a conversation
I'm
you have
learning,
to have
yeah.
with your partner,
Right.
Things
Communication.
things that you went through, things that trigger you, like your triggers. You guys both have to communicate on that.
Right.
I feel like you don't think about that in high school though. I feel
No,
like in high
you
school,
don't. Hell no, you don't.
I feel like in high school you're just like, oh, like as a guy, I'm pretty sure it's different for a guy. Like, oh my god, that girl is cute. Like, I'm gonna try to get her. And for a girl, it's like different. In high school, like girls don't make the first move. They want the guys to make the first move. You know what I mean?
Of
Nowadays,
So-
shotties definitely make first moves now.
Really?
Shotties want both.
Whoa.
Oh, he said not for
Whoa.
me.
I'm about to say, like, shawty, like, where they at?
I
Because they ain't
mean, not
making no
me,
first
but
moves. Where are they at for real? Please. tell
Yeah.
me.
What I was gonna say is I think it's for me. Honestly, it's always been kind of hard to like I guess understand when somebody tells me that like no, like I'm sorry that I'm like this because like I've been like if somebody tells me like I have trust issues, I'm like, well, why? What did I do? I didn't do nothing to you, right? And they'll say like, oh, it's because this person did that to me.
I
but
feel like in that aspect, though, sorry to cut you off,
No, go ahead.
but
No, it's
in that aspect, you're supposed to start fresh. Like, yes,
That's
you
what I be
do
saying.
have, your past traumas or whatever, but you're supposed to give your trust until they give you a reason not to trust them.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that is
saying.
true.
She's spitting right now, son.
Yep.
But but a lot of people, even if you say that, they still have like people want to start checking phones and shit. People want to start like getting locations and whatnot,
Oh,
not
hell
letting you
no.
go out, not letting you wear certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when shit gets a little like.
I feel like that's very toxic, though.
Do you think people use like the past relationship hurt me so and so way
As an excuse to be
excuse
toxic.
like to the point where like it pushes
100%,
you?
bro. I always think that's the reason. I
What
never
about
think
you?
that it's
Did
actual
you have
trauma.
that before? Like where like your boyfriend was just like, well, I don't really want you wearing stuff like that because my past girlfriend used to like do so and so.
So my current boyfriend right now, he is very, very, very very understanding. I don't think he's ever told me like, no, like you can't wear that, or you know, you can't go out to certain places and stuff. Like for this, he said no at first, but then I think after a few days, he was like, you know what? He's like, it's not that big of a deal. Like I trust you,
Shout out to
and
him,
I
bro.
know
There you
that like
Respect
you know,
points.
you're not gonna do anything. And then he's like, we've been together for a long time. I mean, over 6 years.
Yeah.
He should trust me, you know.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that is like I recently talked to my brothers about this because they're younger than me. You know what I'm saying? They're still in the high school shit, going out and being in the toxic shit. I told them, I was like, if you're confident in yourself and you know that you're that fucking guy, bro, you never have to question your shawty, because your shawty's gonna always be attracted to you because you're that fucking guy. You're the
Right.
big dick in the room. You got it all. You know what I'm saying? If you got it all, you don't have to worry about that shit. So if he's confident, like, oh, we've been together for this and this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go ahead and go do that. Like, it's
And
not
I
that
also
big
made
of a
it.
deal.
I also made it clear that me and Austin, like, you know, we ended on good terms. We don't have like, we respect each other as humans. I hope
Right.
so.
Now we do. Now we do.
But
Yeah.
I think after, well, what he said, I didn't think that would bother him.
Bruh.
Now we ended on good terms. Well, like at first it was bad, you know, because I was in high school type shit. But then afterwards, I was like, okay, I'll follow you back on Instagram. That's no problem. Like, but the thing is, you still keep in touch with my family, right? Like my sisters and.
Oh, so it's funny because.
Oh, it is funny because.
Very funny.
Oh,
very-
yeah. Air some shit out.
hilarious
Some
because,
spicy shit's about to happen.
So I was supposed to go to this Bad Bunny concert.
Oh.
Because my sister had an extra ticket, and
Hell
you know,
yeah.
but you know, it was my fault because you know it was
I
like
heard
on a
about
Saturday night. You know, I was fucked up.
Yep, classic.
And she was supposed to, you know, she called me, hey, I got a Bad Bunny concert, but guess what? I didn't answer the phone because I was fucked up.
Yep.
So she's like, oh, let me just text my friend Vanessa.
Vanessa.
my
Shout
ex.
out Vanessa, man.
And you answered the phone and you got to see Bad Bunny.
And y'all
bro.
went to the Bad Bunny concert
Yo.
together.
Hell
Which one
yeah.
was it? Which concert was it? The one when he was like flying? Or
No,
It was the one
no.
in
It was the one
Truist?
before.
Oh, that one? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
He was
was it
wearing
2
like
years
black,
ago?
right?
Yeah.
Like a vest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I missed out on a Bad Bunny concert because I didn't answer the phone.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Would y'all say, let me ask y'all something. Would y'all say it's hard to break up with somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you pull that fucking trigger? Because I feel like that's what leads people to be in toxic relationships, is that they just fall back on the break. Let's have a break. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get back together eventually. Because they don't want to break up. They don't want to pull that fucking trigger, the permanent shit. Like, yo, we're breaking up. You know what I'm saying? So do y'all think like it's hard to break up with somebody? How do you build that courage? Well, you fucking break up with motherfuckers left and right. So I think you can talk about this shit too.
No.
How do you come like
I don't know.
what makes you break up with a motherfucker? Like, yeah, this shit is done. You know what I'm saying? How do you bring yourself to make that executive decision?
Well, I feel like once I get tired of all the shit that they put me through, I eventually just end up giving up.
Right.
So first.
I think most girls mentally always check out first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
out of
emotionally.
after every relationship. No, it's not emotionally. It's like emotionally, mentally. And then it just starts physically showing and stuff like that. They don't do certain things anymore. They're just kind of always bummed out. They never really want to do quality stuff with you. Because Jenny's told me this, like with her exes, like she always just mentally checks out like a month or two before she breaks up with them. Because she's like thinking it over and she's like, well, we don't really do this. We don't really connect this way. We don't really connect that way. And then that's when they say it's like always easiest for girls to be just like, yeah, we're done. I don't really want to be with you.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. For me, all the guys that I've seen, like my brother and stuff like that, the only reason they're scared to be like, oh, like we're done, it's over, is because they don't want to be alone.
Yep.
And they're like, I'm scared.
But that's
like,
really bad.
it's tough.
Not
It's horrible.
Want
No,
to
it is.
be alone.
I
You
had
have to have
that.
that time.
I had that problem for so fucking long. The fear of being alone, and you don't know you have it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of always crave that fucking attention and shit, like that love that you get from people and shit.
I've
But
been craving it for 7 years. No, but like I'm used to it now. Like I'm very peaceful. I go out, I eat, you know, by myself every day.
That
So
sounds
it's
depressing.
like, you know, it's like my my simple pleasure. I put on my show, that 70s show, and then I eat. And it's like,
no, but that's really
really-
good because I was alone for a very long time, and it actually built me different. Like
in what way?
I love being alone. Like I
It's
love my
peaceful.
alone time, especially like right now. Obviously, like
You're not
I haven't
alone.
been alone, but I
Unfortunately.
crave that alone time. Yeah.
Like personal time, like, well, since you're in a relationship now, do you be like,
Yeah,
hey,
how does
you
that
gotta
work?
go
Yeah.
do your thing and I'll go do my thing?
So I think that once my current boyfriend and I started dating, I was really toxic, and maybe that's why we didn't work out like for a couple of years. I was telling Anthony before before this show that I used to post my relationship problems all over social media. I used to be that type of girl, but I never was the person to like break up with them. I never broke up with someone.
Would you post it for like advice or just to
No,
like
I
air
would
it
just
out?
post
be
It's
it
like,
kind of
just to,
like therapy
vent.
almost for yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah,
you got to
like-
get it out of you. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a really toxic trait that I had.
But then
You kind of did that too.
Yeah, posting it isn't really good though, because everybody
really
puts their
isn't.
input in your relationship, and then you stay with them.
Yeah, I talked to her about that yesterday. Actually, I was like, in a relationship, you shouldn't like air shit out like to anybody.
Right.
Like because a lot of times, sometimes you want to like say say we're in a relationship, right? And we're having some kind of problems, and I go tell my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or I'll tell my best friend, and I'll be like, dude, like this shit just happened. Like I'm fucking sad. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna end up fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But they're never gonna forget what the fuck I
Right,
told
right.
them. Like, yeah, she fucking
Yeah.
punched me in the face earlier and shit like that, and
Jackie.
they'll never fucking forget that shit.
Right.
That's why and then also same thing with your viewers, same thing with your followers and shit like that. When you post like, oh fuck my fucking ex,
Yeah,
you're gonna end up getting back with him, and you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
deep down in your heart you're gonna get back with him.
Yeah.
But now they're not gonna forget that shit. So now everybody
Yeah.
has a preconceived.
Yeah.
like,
because now they
thought
think
about you.
you're goofy. Like
Yeah, that ass.
Yeah.
There's
like,
some dude. There's this
Yeah.
one shawty that's been
Last,
going,
yeah.
that's been doing this shit for like 6 years on my Instagram. I'm like, bro, this shawty just does not learn. Just like every other week saying "fuck my ex," fuck my ex, and then like post
Yeah,
up with her
pull it
and shit.
up,
I'm like,
yeah.
I feel
But-
like that's where I messed up in my past relationship, just because I would tell my mom every
Yep.
single argument
Yeah.
that I would get in with my ex, and my mom ended up hating him so bad. Didn't want him around. Didn't want to speak with him. Didn't want me
Sheesh.
around.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So like,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I stopped doing that, and because I feel like I looked like a fool. I looked like a fool,
A
like
goofy,
a complete
yep.
fool. Like seriously, like.
You would tell your
and
mom?
It was embarrassing.
Or
No. Like I would just post it on social
Yeah.
media.
oh yeah.
And then after a while, like now that because sometimes Snapchat brings up memories and stuff.
Yep.
And I look back and
Yep.
I'm like, why did no one stop me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that's a lesson that I learned, and I'm really surprised that Kevin like is still with me. Like he was still with
Shout
me
out
during
Kevin,
that
man.
time. And he was like, no, like I understand, like you're a little crazy, but I'm like,
bruh. But the thing is, like, whenever you're in that kind of like state, even if people tell you like, yo, you should probably not do that, you most likely will not listen, dude. You're kind of
Yeah.
like in your own fucking tunnel vision, like
yeah.
zone and shit like
Did your
that.
you said you would tell your mom like a lot of like the drama and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Did she ever like put her 2 cents a little bit too much into like your relationship to the point where you're just like, I know what I'm doing, and you just don't have taken advice from anyone?
Yeah. So my family, every single person in my family was giving me advice, telling me what I should do, what I should not do. And that actually hurt relationships, like in my family.
Yeah, that is. And we just talked about this too. I was just saying, like, bro, like, and then sometimes they'll give you advice on what they would do. This is what I just told her yesterday. I was like, bro, a lot of times people will give you advice on what you should do, but they don't do it themselves. I was like, you never take advice from someone that doesn't do that same advice. If they're not in the
Right.
position,
I was that guy. Yeah.
like
that was me. I would give like relationship advice, like, hey, you should do this.
yeah, and you had
And I
no.
would not do it, bro. I would do it before I was single. But I never had a girlfriend. I'm out here giving fucking relationship advice. Like, what the hell?
Fuck no.
Just call her beautiful and you'll be straight, dude.
So after you break up with someone, now let's move it on. So how do you move on after? Like, what is your coping mechanism after you break up with somebody
Well,
and shit like
apparently
that?
for her, it's twerking on camera.
Oh
But,
my god, bro! Stop,
Oh,
please.
chill.
It's for context.
He moved on first before me because a day after our breakup.
No, it was
Damn,
not a day.
no,
No way.
no.
What happened? What happened?
Hold on.
Let me
Air
know,
that
let
shit
me know,
out.
Let me know.
No,
I like
after
this.
like I think yeah, it was like a week after. Let's just say a week
Okay.
after. He was texting me and he was like, oh, like there's this cute girl in my
What?
scoping
You
class.
told her that is
Did I
crazy.
say that?
You're a savage, bro.
Kylie?
What?
Kylie.
Shout out
And I
Kylie,
was
bro.
like-
Shout out
Yo.
Kylie.
She made it up.
That's not
It
her.
was
No,
good.
Oh.
that's not her name. But I call her that because she looks like
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like in a way.
Oh,
like
what's her
Kylie's
actual
in
name?
I'm not gonna say that. you guys know her. She's just a year older than us.
Oh, then
Her
never
name
mind.
is. You guys don't probably know her.
No, no, no.
No.
So
And
She's
he
a year
would
older.
text me and he'd be like,
I forgot about Kylie.
yeah, like I'm
Shout out
talking
Kylie.
to her now and she's really cute.
I mean,
And
I
that's
don't
kinda-
know. I'm
Would you think he was
dumb.
trying to make you jealous?
I think
Yeah,
I
he
probably
was trying to
was.
make
Yeah,
you
yeah,
I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
was.
He's trying to make you jealous.
And I
I
was
think I
like,
was, yeah.
okay. I was like, is there anything you want me to do? Like, you want me to
You want me to
go
help
and
you
go
out?
and
Okay,
help
you
you
put me
out?
on.
You want me to
Goofy
hook
ass
you
shit.
up?
Put me on type shit. That's
And
funny.
I was like, that's cool for you. And I think that's when I started posting those videos just to get on.
That's what I'm
Oh.
fucking saying, bro.
Oh,
See, now you
that's
fucking.
crazy.
That
Okay.
actually does make sense. bro.
now,
Because
now-
I really
let's just end the
thought
episode.
that
End it now.
I really thought we were gonna like work
Yeah,
something
yeah.
out, like get back together.
Yeah,
Because he
that's
was really quiet. He was really shy.
Yeah,
You
I was.
know,
She knows.
and
Yep. Because
Yeah.
I didn't drink back then. You know.
No,
No.
dude. The thing about girls is that they're fucking savage, bro. If you think you could make them jealous, they can make you 10 times more jealous,
I
dude.
bet, yeah.
They'll get back. They'll get with your motherfucking boys, bro, and your boys will definitely fucking fold, son. Not us though. Not us. You know what I'm saying? Not us.
Not
But
us.
other motherfuckers, bro, will fucking
Y'all
fold.
be
you know
safe
what-
though. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all be safe though. I had that happen to me for like my fucking 2 exes ago, bro. She would do that shit. She would get with like my
Just to get back
quote
at you.
unquote boys just to get back at me. Because the thing
That's
is,
crazy.
I was fucking untouchable, son. You couldn't
Ooh.
get back at me. I had nothing that I cared about that you
Right.
could like, you know what I'm saying, offend me or hurt my feelings. She could post whatever. I don't
Yeah,
give a
yeah.
fuck. But she
But
got
then-
my fucking friends.
She's like, I'm gonna hit him in the heart.
and these are the motherfuckers that I thought were solid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Origami,
Yeah,
bro.
no.
But origami,
Folded.
they folded like a fucking lawn chair, bro. And then like that really, but I'm glad that happened because
Right.
that taught me like, oh, who I should really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
Yeah.
because you kind of like give your trust out there like freely, like, oh yeah, I can trust him.
yeah,
him,
because
him,
they're
him.
your boys, right?
Right.
You grow up with them and shit like that, but you never
Yeah.
know how like easily motherfuckers could fold. You know what I'm saying? If a girl throws himself at them,
I feel like
Yeah.
the girl could sense it though. Like when you're in a relationship and you meet the friends, you could sense which ones would be the ones to want to get with you after.
So what are some signs that they give you then?
Yeah, because
'Cause it might-
fucking boys
yeah.
are dogs, and they're like be hitting you up. Oh, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
After I know what he did to you was wrong.
Nah, my fucking
And
I
they've
trust.
done that at Jenny so many times, and
Yeah,
they
oh,
still
yeah,
do
yeah.
that to her now. They'd be like, "Oh, are you doing okay? Like, is
If
everything
you need somebody
alright?"
to talk to, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hope you're doing okay.
Nah, the thing about my
Do you need
boys
me
is
to
I
help you
will
carry your
never. I don't
groceries?
have to like now. The thing is that's why I always
That's
preach you have to
funny.
get a good friend group and shit like that. I
Right.
never have to question
They be saying-
like a single like percentage of like of what my boys ever fold, and they never had to do that to me either. You know what I'm saying?
One of my friends folded.
Oh, yikes.
Oh,
Oh yeah, hey, shout out to her, bro. That's fucking crazy.
that's funny.
What were you saying? You were in the middle of saying something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with my past relationship, there was definitely guys like his friends hitting me up after
After?
the relationship.
And that's crazy because he's probably listening to this right now. So shout
Probably,
out.
most
Probably.
likely.
Yeah.
And like,
Still in my DMs to
Ooh.
this day. So yeah.
but like, did he like? You saw the signs while you were with your
Definitely,
boyfriend? You
yeah.
saw it.
Oh,
So
like they
oh,
give you
yeah.
like little like
They give you, like,
turn into
little
comedians
hints.
and shit.
like
Little
little
hints.
hints or try to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
flirt with
Oh, you
you
look
when
good
they're
today
not
type shit.
around
Yeah,
type
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you know?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
and then
no.
he just kept going like.
Don't avoid
The thing
talking.
about us is
No,
we're-
no,
No,
no.
the thing
Definitely
is,
not
they
avoiding.
would come over to my apartment, not
Wait,
me
what
go
happened?
over to theirs. So
the thing about us is we're like, yo, fuck you. Like that's how we talk to our
Yeah,
boys,
yeah,
girls.
I'm
like,
yeah, fuck you. This
dumbass.
is my man. Not your
take
man.
this
Get the fuck
fucking
outta here.
shot, bro.
that's how me and Austin play
Yeah,
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
shit funny.
And
as
it
hell.
feels good, right? You
Yeah.
feel like
Dude.
cool. You feel like at home. You feel welcomed. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Dude,
feel
I
like.
had Anthony all to myself. I was like, yes.
Yeah, not no more.
Finally.
Not no more.
Finally.
You
Came
gotta
out of
explain
nowhere.
to yourself. You went
No.
to her homie.
No, what's the next topic on the notes?
Nah, yeah,
No,
actually,
no, that
look,
was no,
'cause you
no.
were
So
there.
no, yeah, no. So the thing is, right? Were you guys best friends or?
You gotta
Right.
keep
Right.
saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, you and the girl?
Yeah,
You and the girl?
yeah.
You
Yeah,
better bleep
so-
that out.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
bleeping it out.
I
I'm
gotta-
bleeping it
I'll
out.
put
I'll
it
bleep out. I'll bleep out everything.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so you know they were best friends, and the thing is, I didn't risk her up like Johnny did. I think it was through Kick. I'm pretty sure.
Shout out, Kick.
Yeah, shout out Kick. Johnny, I was like, here, Johnny, you can literally text her whatever you want. here, you can say have a small dick, whatever. And
What
boy
the
was
fuck?
just like,
I'm like, why did it
res-
have to be her though?
That's what I'm saying. Austin, come on. Why
I
you go after the
don't,
friend,
dude.
bro?
I guess I was toxic, huh? I guess I was. But yeah, Donnie, like, dude, he's the Riz Lord, I guess. My boy was risen up, and he's like, oh yeah, now you're going out. I was like, what? What do you mean? So now I was going out. We went out for a month, and it didn't work out because I was 16, and the thing is, everybody knows this. I didn't start driving until like 19.
Last week.
I didn't get my permit until 18. I got my permit, but I still wasn't driving because my parents just they didn't like me like driving without like a full-on license.
Mhm.
So 21 was the year I pretty much like when I was 21, I started driving. So that's why it didn't work out because we wouldn't see each other.
Yeah.
I was here like once. I think I just started like once or twice max. I started at the game, at my house, and
Oh, shout out, bro.
No.
What the fuck?
I think it did, right?
Wait, what?
Did it ruin
Oh yeah, did it ruin you guys' friendship? Like,
you and
Oh,
that-
yeah.
that-
girl?
Because we were fine like for a long time, and then out of nowhere I saw a post. I don't know if it was you that posted it or her,
Mm-hmm.
or it might have been someone else, and then I saw her with him, and I was like, wait a second. I was like, what's going on? And then I texted her, and I was like, were you ever gonna tell me that you and him were like dating?
Mm.
And then she was like, no.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh,
That is
shit.
crazy.
I was like, okay.
That is crazy.
I was like, delete.
Oh.
But
That
I
was-
think I got over it after a while. I tried to be friends with her again. Because I was like, it was high school. I was like,
yeah,
whatever.
it's high school. So.
I was like, it's okay. But she never responded, and but I still have her on social media and stuff. So
Mm.
So you guys are like cool,
Stuff.
right? You guys,
yeah, I mean, you know,
You guys.
You get over that shit. It's
Right.
high school shit. Fuck it, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, y'all
It's
cool.
whatever.
It's straight. That's
All right, now let me ask y'all something, bro. This is a fucking hot topic. Do you guys believe in breaks?
breaks.
The quote unquote
Fuck no.
breaks. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And
Fuck
I
no.
think this was
That's
very
funny.
romanticized, like in movies and shit. Like
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? Like
on Friends, right?
yeah, like type shit. Like they'll be like, oh, you know, like okay, we're having problems right now. Let's take a break. I need time to myself. I need.
because I didn't know about breaks. Like when I was with her, like I don't know what breaks was. I
Yeah.
was like breaks was not in my vocabulary, and I have like 10 words in my vocabulary, and vocabulary is one of them.
Bruh.
Yeah, so like I didn't know about them, so I was like, okay, if I break up with you, like that's it, we're done.
Yeah, I was telling
Yeah.
her yesterday. I was like, bro, I didn't know about like shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
until like this girl like kind of like just brought it to me.
Ooh.
My ex, my
Yeah.
ex.
Uh huh. Okay.
She was like, yeah,
Connecting the dots. Which one?
yeah. That's why I said it.
Carry the one. Yeah.
She had brought it up. Like, she was like, you know what? Maybe we need a break, right?
And you were like, oh.
I was like, okay, like. It made sense in
Maybe.
my head.
Okay.
And on paper, it kind of does make sense,
Yeah.
right? You both go and do your separate things. You probably don't talk for like a couple months. Find yourself, or whatever.
Find yourself.
But the thing is, it doesn't work like that. Everybody uses that as an excuse to go fuck somebody, to go see
Right.
somebody, do some sneaky ass shit, get it out of your system, I guess, and then come back and act like nothing happened, right?
That is
Because
crazy.
it wasn't cheating, right?
Right.
It's an alternative
It's a
to
little-
cheating,
It's
basically.
the
That's
ultimate
like,
hall pass right there.
yeah.
But like, did you do anything during the break?
oh, of course, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay, my fault.
And she did too.
She did too. You know she did.
But the thing is, we would tell each other that we didn't. That's the thing.
Ah.
But we both in our head knew.
Okay, the gaslighting. I missed,
Yeah, we
I
both
do
in
miss
our
the
head
gaslighting.
knew.
The gaslighting was funny.
What the fuck, bro? I don't
The
miss that.
toxic.
Fuck no.
I like the
I
gaslighting.
would tell her like, and oh my
she,
god.
She was like, huh? I was gaslight.
right? You gaslighted me.
Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, that's why I don't believe in it. I think people should like let go of that mentality. I think it isn't very like big nowadays. I don't think people do like breaks nowadays.
So here's the thing.
Oh.
I feel
Chill.
like when you're with someone for a very long time, it gets to the point where you're like, I really want to be with you, but I feel like I need my time to like find myself, kind of like what you said. And it really does help sometimes. It actually does help. You might, meet someone else, or like but not as in like, oh my god, like I'm gonna be with you, maybe it's just like to get to know another personality or stuff like that.
But the thing is, if you're gonna get back together, right, because you're on a break, why would you
Mhm.
want to get to meet somebody else?
Well, that's the thing though. Like it can naturally happen. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like you can be out with your girlfriends dancing and stuff, and all of a sudden this guy comes and like asks you for a dance, and you guys start dancing and like talking and stuff like that, and you kind of like spark a conversation, but you're like, you know, like this isn't for me.
Right.
And then you just want to focus on like hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your family, going on like kind of being alone, you know?
But I think you can have that while being in a relationship, actually. And I think like time apart from your significant other is actually very important. Like, you know, that's what we were talking about off the podcast and shit. Especially when you move in together, bro. Like, you
Very important, Jackie.
have
Time off together.
saying that
I'm
we
over
spend
every single day.
No, it is very important because like once you become, it's the codependency, bro. You gotta break that.
Yeah.
We know a couple people that haven't broke that. You know what I'm saying? That the codependency is very fucking hard. And then so whenever you're apart from each other, then you start being like, all right, so where you at now? When are you coming home? Like shit like that. That it shouldn't be like that. You should trust your significant other to get the fuck out, go. If they want to go party and shit, like go party, bro. But in the back of your mind, you know, like they're cool, you know, because you trust them.
That has a lot to do with trust. Because if they gave you a reason for you not to trust them, obviously in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, "Where you at? Who are you with? What time are you coming home?" Like, you know.
And I'm not like that. I don't give a fuck, bro. You go out with your friends, bro. You do your fucking thing, bro.
But it doesn't have to be limited to like going out with your friends. Like, do you have a hobby? Do you like doing something? Yeah. Do you? Is your work like stressing you out? Maybe you just need a little vacation and stuff like that. If you guys do everything together, you're gonna get annoyed of each other at some point, one way or another. As much as you'd be like, we get along so well. Like me and Jenny, like we'll be like, what is it, the parallel play? Like where she's like on her side of the room and I'm on my side. I'll be playing video games and she'll be reading and stuff like that. Yeah. But you know, it could get to the point if I like start talking too loud, she like gets out the room. I can't be like, oh, she thinks I'm annoying. I'm just be like, oh, she needs her space. I talk too loud.
How do y'all communicate when you're like, I guess like not really beefing, but like have some kind of issues and shit like that? Y'all come to each other and be like, yo, like.
We have to check ourselves if our emotions are running too high. Cause we talked about this. Remember, they're like, "Why are you yelling?" I'm like, I'm just not yelling.
I'm just saying it louder.
Yeah, I just get like really like into
passionate.
it and stuff
Yeah.
And
see, we get that.
So we have to check ourselves because she starts like, "You're not gonna yell at me," and I'm like, "All right." So we have to like take a deep breath and then like either we're gonna solve it then or we're gonna circle back. We'll circle back like tomorrow or something. If you let it fester for, let's say, like, ignore it for, like, 3 weeks or stuff, that's even worse. So you have to be, like, kind of, like, mentally with each other, being like, all right, what's bothering you? Because it happened one time when one of our friends, like, their boyfriend at the time, kept causing issues between me and her and be like, you see her talking to other girls? You see her taking Instagrams and stuff like that? You see her doing this, see her doing that? And I kept asking her, I'm like, hey, what's wrong? She's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. And I kept pushing it. And she kept going, I don't want to talk about it right now. And it boiled up.
I'm like you, bro. I have to talk about that.
I was just about to say that. He is exactly like you. I feel like I'm more like
Jenny,
your girl.
Yeah, and because she's like, she doesn't like to talk about her problems in public from like what you guys talked about before.
Yeah, for sure.
And I get frustrated because I don't know what I did wrong. And then I'm like, what if I'm still doing what I did wrong? We went back to my house. And I go, and I'm getting upset because I'm just like, you're letting this guy fucking, like, determine our whole fucking relationship. And I'm getting riled up. And she goes, you need to calm down, and you're going to go to bed, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow. And I got to...
anticipation would eat me alive, bro. I have to talk about it, like, then and there.
It was, like, 2 in the morning.
I don't give a fuck. It'd be 7 in the morning, bro.
Right?
Me personally.
I'm waking your
No,
ass
for
up.
real, bro. Because dude, the thing is, I have to squash beefs like then and there, bro. I can't like.
But that's also that's also like a bad thing because if it's a real like touchy problem and you're like, we're figuring it out now,
and emotions are high, bro.
And it's not a now figuring out now kind of.
But
problem.
honestly, that's when the other person tells their partner like, hey, I need space now, let me calm down, and then we'll talk about it some other time. Just because in that moment, obviously, like, you're full of emotions, so I'm the type, my voice changes when I'm mad.
Bro.
Yeah.
So and then he's very like calm about it, and I talk to him the way I talk to him, and he's like, no, you know, that's not how it's supposed to be. And I actually like that because it makes me understand that, okay, when I need a break, calm down, come back to it, and then we could talk normal, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you ever like, you guys like realize that then the problem the next day, you're just kind of like, damn, that was kind of stupid? Or
Yeah.
you think like
Yeah.
every situation you guys work through is worth something?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I think everything has its own lesson.
Like, you, it has,
because if it was
never gotten upset and you're just like, that was for nothing.
Yeah. I get
Sometimes.
mad. I get mad
Sometimes,
at
nah.
like the smallest things, honestly.
That's how it used to
Yeah.
be, though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
now
I
no
don't
more,
think-
no, hell
yeah,
no.
I'm not
because
like
the
that
thing is
anymore.
like,
Yeah, and it's a really bad trait to have, actually.
Yeah.
And when something bothers me, like, I have to talk about
Hell
it
yeah, bro.
right there and then, because I feel like that's what we argue about. Like, he's very calm, and he's like, you know, calm down. And I hate it when people say calm down.
that's crazy.
I'm
I've
like,
met people like that.
Don't-
I like that shit.
Really?
Like, if you tell 'em,
Honestly,
like,
that's
don't
how
tell
I
me to
used to
calm
be.
down.
Yeah, that's how I used to
tell me
be.
to calm down. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It
I used to be
depends.
very like, don't tell me what to do. I'm
Oh.
going to tell you
Oh,
right
yeah.
now how it is, what I'm feeling. But honestly, you just have to sit down and just breathe for a second, because
I don't
sometimes you say the wrong things when you're mad.
Yeah.
No, for
there are
sure.
times where I'm like, Jenny, I just need a vent. I'm fucking pissed because so-and-so
Yeah.
person cut me off or something like that.
Right.
I'm just mad. And she's like, no, just breathe. I'm like, I want to be mad. I want someone to gas me. I just want to scream, you know, and stuff like that. But she does have a rational point, because that does lead to me being like, fuck. And I'm in a worse mood like later, and I'm just like, she has a point. I think it's always a spectrum on where situations land, how you can solve them, how you can do that.
Yeah.
Not getting with someone's friend, you know, just different things.
Yo. Fuck
That's
no.
such a L, bro.
Now, let's say after you break up, do you believe in getting back with an ex? Can it be possible? Can it be done?
I mean, like
What
I
is the
said,
probability?
I
What is
thought
the
it was
possibility?
possible, you know what I'm saying? Until the Snapchat story.
Yo,
I thought it was
stop,
possible. I thought it was
stop,
like, yeah, it can happen.
stop, bro.
I think that after the breakup and after we got over, you know, the videos and like him trying to make me jealous and stuff. I feel like we tried to work something out, but I think he was like, I don't think he was with it. I feel like it was me more like I was trying to like work something out with him. Because I was like, I'm his first girlfriend, and I really do feel like we can work something out.
Yeah.
But then out of nowhere, he's like, he completely stopped talking to me. And I was like, okay. I was like, cool.
I think that's because I went with your friend after that. Yeah, I think that's why.
I feel like it's more like you emotionally already checked out of that relationship. So when the other person
Yeah.
tries, you're like, no, I don't want to go through that again.
No, right. Like, yeah, I did because, like, after that video, that Snapchat, like, there was literally,
my
no, like,
God.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, like, there was no turn
God
back.
I be dreaming
damn,
about it.
dude,
I be
that
dreaming
ass,
about it.
bro.
There was no turn
Because
back.
we were waiting
You're
7
done,
years to
bro.
bring
That's
up the
all
turkey.
you're stuck on.
Oh my
Right.
God, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Does it depend for y'all? Like, even if y'all ended like ugly, a disaster, is there still like sometimes like, let's say a month later in the back of your mind being like, oh, maybe we could do something?
No,
Or does it have
sometimes
to
it-
end
Yeah,
fuck English? Does it have to end like okay for y'all to maybe think later?
Sometimes
on?
it's so toxic that you just keep wanting to like get back with that person just for no, like, there's no logical explanation. That like that. I feel like, well, I've been in that situation
I've been
where
in
like,
that
yeah,
too.
you just
Yeah.
no logical. There's nothing that's keeping you there. You just like, it's something that you're just probably so used to. You're just like, oh fuck it, like I'm just
There
gonna
was
go
a
back to
tweet
this.
on fucking Twitter, X, that was like, if you see the same tree in the forest twice, you're obviously lost. It was like when you circle back to your ex,
Oh, okay.
you're just feeling lost or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I guess it really varies on how shitty of a person they were or not good of a person they were.
Because a lot of times you think like in your head, you're like, oh, it's easier to get back with this person than to like start over, find somebody new, go through the talking stage, go through the dating stage, go through the relationship stage. It's like, oh fuck it, I'll just take my ex, like it's whatever. We can work through it and shit like that. But usually you fucking can't, bro. Like,
Do you guys still believe in it now? Like, can you and an ex make something work out? You in a fling or anything?
yeah, I think so. If like
But this can be
you have
applied
to
anything.
have like grown like
Yeah.
a lot, bro. And then a lot of times it takes a long time, like between the fucking, you know, the time that y'all were together at first to the next, because you have to go through a significant change. If y'all broke up for a reason, that shit had to have been fixed somehow. And maybe a lot of times it's like through life experiences and shit like that. You mold into a new person, and then maybe you could fucking then those two new people could then find each other and, you know, hopefully work that shit out, you know. But it does take some kind of fucking healing and shit.
I feel like that before I was super, super toxic. Now I'm not really.
No, she's not.
I'm not really like that. My mentality changed a lot.
She's still a mean motherfucker, bro. But
I have my moments.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like every
mad
girl
motherfucker,
does.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. What are some deal breakers that y'all would say, like in a relationship, like that, like
Snapchat-
well, not a relationship,
Snapchat story.
bro. Okay, that's the last time you're bringing that up, bro. Shut up. Whenever you're speaking to stuff, so obviously you have to go through the dating phase, right? You have to, like, you know, go on some dates, see it out, you know,
Yeah,
build
yeah.
some kind of memories before you put on that fucking title, son.
So before you're in a relationship.
Before you're in a relationship, what
Okay.
are some things that will deter you from making that shit official, son? And
Let's
this is
see
one of
here.
mine. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
And Natalie brought this up that one time, bro. Laziness, bro. I can't with a lazy
Yeah.
motherfucker,
Yeah,
bro.
I
I can't
cannot.
do it.
That
A
is
lazy ass shawty, bro. I cannot. Like, mentally lazy, physically lazy. I just can't, bro. I gotta have a. The thing about me is I gotta have a fucking hustler, bro. Like, you gotta have that hustler
Yeah.
mentality. If I'm a hustler, you gotta be a hustler too, bro. And that
Right.
like that's just attractive
Mhm.
to me.
Right.
So if I see that you're lazy, bro,
Yeah.
and like you don't have goals for yourself, goals for your future, like
Right.
obviously you don't have to be where you want to be right now, bro. I never judge anybody like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're not making the money you want to make right now, if you're not in the career you want to make right now, that's cool. But if you have goals and then I see that you're working towards them and shit, I'm fucking there, baby. But if you're not doing none of that shit, you get home, you fucking go on TikTok for 8 hours till you go to sleep. Get that shit out of my fucking face, son. That's
No,
my
yeah.
deal breaker.
I mean,
Yeah, that's my
it's-
deal breaker too. Honestly,
it's
that's
like-
Yeah.
super unattractive
it
when
is.
I feel like I work so hard, and then if I'm working and a guy's just at home chilling, being lazy, not cleaning, like that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I can't be working more than a guy would work.
Ooh, is there a role? Let's talk about this. Is there gender roles in you guys'
Yeah.
relationship or what,
Yeah,
bro?
like-
Yes.
So
Oh,
like-
for real?
Yes.
You're heavy on that?
Yes.
It
So
sounds like
like-
you're heavy on
so like
that.
you gotta like.
What's it looking like?
So like you like I gotta clean dishes or whatever. 'Cause I remember,
Well, women-
I feel
went
like
to,
that's
your
traditional.
friends-
That's
more
traditional. Like, are you? So I'm
Yeah.
assuming, are you
Yeah.
more traditional? Like,
Yes, I am very.
oh,
I am
here we go.
very
We're about to get into
traditional.
this
So
because she is too, and I'm fucking not,
Yeah,
son.
I really am. I feel that the man has to be the one to work more than the woman.
Here we go. Oh, we
Yeah.
about to get
But
into
yeah.
this, son.
To be fair,
Okay.
we were talking before the podcast. She pulls her weight though. Like she makes like a lot of food.
No, shut
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she does a lot of
Yeah.
the cleaning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's the traditional Mexican
Yeah.
woman that everybody's like,
Yeah.
oh, you have
So
her.
what do you like? Why do you think that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
Is
I
it because
feel
of you
like
were
it has-
raised or like it was just?
I feel like it has to be with how I was raised and
Mhm.
also being the oldest. So
Right.
I have
Oh,
younger
yeah.
siblings.
You're the mom.
Yeah, so I'm like the mom. I was like the mom. Like I had right after school, I had to go home and cook. I had to think about what I was
Yeah.
going to make for my siblings, what I was going to make for me. And I would
That's
feel
crazy.
bad because
I never got a meal though.
Yeah. Dude.
That's crazy.
The thing is,
No,
like,
but I didn't work in school, so that, it's happening.
so I have the
Yeah.
complete opposite. Like, I'm not traditional. I don't
Okay.
believe in any gender roles. And the thing
Okay.
is, like, because like I feel like you guys could come together and like
As a team.
be a single team.
A team,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So like, you know, in a more traditional role, the woman would come home and she would cook, or she might already be home. She's probably not a worker and shit
Yeah.
like that. And we can start there actually. Say she's like, oh, the man has to provide for the family. He has to work. Especially nowadays in this fucking
Right.
economy, you think a motherfucker is gonna make
Yeah.
enough
Oh,
money
yeah.
to buy a fucking house for you and feed fucking kids and
It's
feed
tough.
you and feed that's
Yeah.
impossible, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it
literally
is.
impossible. So and forget that economy. I would feel like shit that I feel like I'm busting fucking ass
Mhm.
and Shadi's over there at the crib enjoying her life
Yeah.
off of
Just
the
chilling.
fucking work of my
Right.
labor, eating the fruits of my labor.
Uh-huh.
The Shadi gets to enjoy her life, but what about me? What about the
Yeah.
man?
Right. But
You
like,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, but like, what do you mean like staying home? Like she's not doing nothing? Or
Say okay, so
or
like,
or she's
if
cooking.
we're going super traditional. It's the stay-at-home mom.
Stay-at-home
So
mom.
like
she gets
she's
to cook,
cleaning.
clean, raise
take-
kids.
Yeah, Take care
Okay,
of the
so
kids.
and then you're like,
Yeah.
so you're like, oh, I'm over here doing all this,
And then so
working.
you're the man's job is to work and
Yeah, yeah.
make money, and then the money goes and like to
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
for everything and shit.
So
like
you don't
that.
like, so you don't like that. Is that
I
what
would
you're
never do that.
like money.
Never in
Oh.
my life will I ever do that. You would never
So
see me do that.
I think that's where my traditional like really stops too, because I mean I went to college. I got a bachelor's degree. I'm like,
Nice.
what am I gonna do with a bachelor's degree? Like,
Mhm.
be a stay-at-home mom? No,
Exactly.
thank you. I'm like,
Yeah.
especially
it.
like you said in this economy. But even then, like, I want to teach like my kids, like my future kids, you know, my future family, like. Both parents have to work, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You have to stand your own ground.
yeah. And so,
honestly.
for example, if I get home first before Kevin, the food is already made.
Ooh.
Or, for example, if
That's what
he
I'm talking
gets
about.
home before me, I tell him what to do. Like, hey,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
cut something up, or,
Right.
you know, have this prepped already. That
You
way,
guys-
when I get home, I
You guys live
automatically.
together?
Yeah, we just moved in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you missed the
What's up?
conversation because you were late to the podcast.
Oh,
But it's all good.
Oh, my fault.
But what
But
I told
yeah.
her, I told her I was like, cause she had brought that up, right? And I was like, the thing is, like, in a more traditional like relationship, I don't need a fucking woman to cook and clean for me. I do that shit better than
Yeah.
you, honestly. I
Oh,
cook
damn,
better than
damn.
you. I do. I say that with my
Jackie.
fucking. I do. I
Jackie,
say that
what's
shit with my
going on?
fucking
Yo.
chest, son. I say that shit with my chest. I do, because my last relationship, that's what I did. I cooked for fucking 4 years, you know, and I cleaned
Yeah.
it. I washed the
Wow.
fucking dishes and shit like that.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody. So why the fuck am I gonna put up all my effort and have you live off the fruits of my labor when I can do that shit myself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need
Definitely.
a woman to do that for me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like that the collective effort. I think for me personally, I want a girl that works as hard as me. You know what I'm saying? And for me, money is not a thing. For me, money doesn't like.
Right.
I don't care. I don't
Mhm.
care about money. Money's cool. Money's great. Everybody loves
That's
money.
fantastic.
But the thing is, like,
Wonderful.
for me, it's more so like the goals, the aspirations. Like, do you do something that you love? Are you working towards something that you love? You know, shit like that. And the money will come. You know what I'm saying? But if you work together, obviously, you have two incomes that are coming in, and it's fucking nice and shit like that. And like I said, her mentality got to be nice.
Mhm.
She got to want to have certain shit that I want. You know what I'm saying?
I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like that the traditional thing is something that I had to explain to my mom. Me and her were talking about it the other day, actually, because she's more traditional, but at the same time, they both work, they both pay bills. But I guess in like that Hispanic community, you know, like it's more traditional. You
Right.
have to
Yeah.
you have to have it like traditional, you know.
Mhm.
So it was something she had asked something, and I was like, well, it can't be like that, you know. Now I kind of see Anthony's point of view of him working all the time, like, you know, you have to have your man in a good mental
Right.
state, you know, like I don't want him to feel like he's overworking himself to provide for me, you know,
Right.
and our family.
Right.
Yeah, I would
Right.
never do that. I would never. Okay, so okay. I'm not saying never. There are certain exceptions. Like if
Yeah.
you're
Maternity
fucking
leave?
shoddy, that's exactly
Yeah.
it. If your shoddy's birthing a kid, bro, like that, it would feel fucking great for her to feel relaxed. You know what I'm saying? She's pregnant as fuck. Like she has stress free. She don't have to like work. You know what I'm saying? She just has a great pregnancy, all that.
Yeah.
And obviously there's other emergencies, like, you know, they're fucking like sick and shit like that. Like that feels great. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's
I feel you.
I would do that. You know what I'm saying? That's very understandable.
I
But for
feel
you
you.
to say like, oh, I want to be a housewife and shit. I explained to her the other day. I was like, bro, and not to get all fucking woke and shit, but I was like, dude, women have worked so hard to like get where they're at right now. That
That's
like,
true.
you know what I'm saying, to
Shout out to women.
be, you know, equal to men and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because for the longest, they've never been equal to men, you know,
Right.
with
Right.
pay and shit like
Mhm.
that. So for all these like, you know, brave women to be that, and for you to say, yeah, my goal is to be a fucking housewife. That in my head, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That's my
Right.
deal breaker too, bro.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah.
like you wouldn't like, you know, to confirm, you wouldn't want a housewife.
I don't care how hot she is. I
No.
don't give a fuck none
Yeah,
of that
that's-
shit, bro. I
hell
would
no.
never
Yeah.
do that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a housewife. I love like. The
So
thing
you're
is-
more traditional.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter for me. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't mind a housewife
Oh, okay.
because I live with my dad, right? I live with my dad, but the thing is, we rent a room. Me and him, we're in a room together.
Right.
So we live with a family. So that family, she's a housewife.
Mhm.
I go to work. I wake up at 5, and then, you know, I leave around 5:30. Right? She's already up. She made breakfast every single morning, Monday through Friday. I'm pretty sure the whole week, because I'm not there on the weekends. I'm out. But she's every single day, breakfast on the table for the man. And dude, I'll be so jealous. I'm like,
Bro,
yo.
I make that shit in 2 minutes.
Dude,
I've been
no,
doing
it
that shit every day for the
smells
past
so fucking
Yeah.
good,
5 years,
dude,
bro.
it smells
Yeah.
so fucking
Yeah.
good. I'm
Dude,
like, yo.
for me, that's not worth it. I don't give a
Yeah.
I'm too
fuck.
shy to ask. Like,
I
yo,
make my
please.
own fucking eggs.
I'm pretty sure
Right.
they would give me food, but I'm just like too shy to ask.
Oh,
I'm
bro,
like,
give me that
"Dude,
fucking food. I don't give a
dude,
fuck.
dude, that guy, he gets fucking a hot meal every fucking morning, dude. And I'm like, yo, that is the life. Like,
It sounds
it's-
great, but
It
when
is
you
good. I
find
mean-
out that you could do that yourself, bro, it's
Yeah.
not worth it to
Yeah,
me, bro.
that's
I
true.
eat Cheerios and a protein powder every single morning, bro. Like I don't need a shotty to whip that up for me, bro.
Dude, no, you don't understand, dude. It's a hot meal, dude. Dude, I eat out every day. I live with my dad. We don't fucking cook, bro.
I know,
eat out
I get
every
that,
day.
and it is so convenient, right?
Yeah,
You don't
it
have
is,
to do
dude.
nothing. You
It's-
just wake up,
dude.
eat, and get the fuck out.
You know
I
what
get
I'm
it, bro.
saying? Just take care of the
But
kids
it's
and
worth
shit.
it for me. It's worth. That's not worth, bro. I can do that shit myself. It's 10
That's
minutes,
true.
bro.
I mean, yeah, that's it's different because you can whip it up, but
I feel
I
like
can't.
I
I feel
get
like it has also become a like a white family tradition.
Mm,
I don't know if you've
that's
seen
true.
on TikTok. There's always like these. Here's a day with me as a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then they're
yeah.
like, "I'm so tired," and I'm like, "What are you tired of?" Like, I want to
Really?
know. I want to know what you're tired of. Like,
tired of being tired, bro.
and
Being
I'm
tired.
like, cleaning. I mean, yeah, cleaning is hard,
So
sometimes.
wait, so you guys don't believe? I mean, you sound like you don't believe like being a mom is like the hardest job in the world.
Honestly,
It
it
is.
is.
I think
it
it
For
is.
sure
It is.
it
It
is.
is.
Because
It is,
I'm
it
a
is.
single mom.
Yeah, you're a single
so
mom.
I do everything by myself.
So you think
Literally
it's-
wake up
yeah.
the baby, get him ready, get myself ready, feed him, take him to school, go to work, pick him up, make dinner, or figure out what we're going to eat. It's really, really hard. It takes a lot of work and energy. And at the end of the day, I'm like so exhausted. Sometimes I even knock out on his bed because I'm so tired. So
He's got his own bed. That must
He
be
has
nice.
his
His
own
own
room.
room. His own room.
I didn't get my own room
Yeah.
for real.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do you think because that's just one kid, like for now and stuff like that. I don't know if you want to have more later and stuff like that. But if you do have more kids in the future and stuff like that, do you think the work divided between then the kids, between as two parents, it gets even more difficult? Because what if all the kids flock to the mom at one day and then all the kids flock to the dad, or one doesn't want to sit still? And how do you guys take on those roles of parenting, or how would you take on those
See,
roles
that's
of
why
parenting?
that's where the fucking collective effort would be great. Like both parents could come together. Like, yo, can you help me out here and shit like that? But if it's all on the mom, imagine how fucking mentally exhausting that is.
it's all about communication.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you have to communicate with your partner and be like, hey, do you mind doing this? Or, hey, can you go do this? Because, at the end of the day, I feel like the kids are more on the mom.
Yeah.
So
probably, yeah,
you have to
naturally.
tell the dad, hey, can you go take the kids to do this? Or can you bathe the kids? Or,
And there's
So-
some dads who don't care about,
Yeah,
the
that should be
kids.
tough and stuff like that when they don't want to really be
kids'
active in their
things and
life.
stuff.
It always makes me so happy how excited Donnie is to talk about his daughter.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And stuff like that. That is one of the top dads I've seen that's just me yeah, I'm so excited to do so and so for her, because you don't.
This
really,
man missed out on a Peso Pluma concert just to hang out with the fam, bro. And me and Austin were like, fuck that kid, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. We have a game today. Do you want? I'll explain it, I guess. It's pretty simple. So we have a couple of questions. This is who is most likely to. But we're going to
Okay.
play against our ex, basically. So
Can be
the
me,
the
be
question is going to, so I'll give y'all an example. And you're going to talk about, I guess, during your relationship or whatever. You're going to be like, who was the more happy one? So that's an example. And then you're going to go 3, 2, 1, and you're going to point at who you think it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
and that's basically how it's going to go. We got a couple. And then we're going to do, I guess we'll do the same question for both.
Okay.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
at the same time.
No. So, the first question, they're going to go first. And then after they answer it, then we'll do that same question after
Oh,
them.
okay.
And then you'll explain why you like your answer. You know what I'm saying?
You want me
Alright.
to speak
So,
them
yeah.
into existence?
Yeah, so Destiny will be the moderator in this shit.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna be looking at y'all pretty intensely.
Some of these are spicy, by the way. So, God
Yeah.
bless, bro. Y'all better be ready, son. I got some easy ones. I got some spicy ones.
This one should be easy. Okay. Who is worse at relationships?
All right.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like-
I don't understand the question. Worse, like a bad partner? What do you mean?
Yeah,
you
who's
can't
just the,
maintain-
I guess, a worse in just, in
Yeah, you
relationships.
can't maintain a relationship.
Yeah, basically. Who's not a relationship person, basically. Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm pretty picky when it comes. Well, now I am, but like back then, I'm just like a very picky person. That's why I've been single for 7 years now. Cause I'm like, if I see like one thing I don't like about you, it's like it's done.
Cutthroat, son.
Yeah, I'm
the
like
deal
dude,
breakers.
Nah, I can't do it.
Now I'm
Sorry.
curious though, like what you saw in me that like.
Yo,
'cause apparently it was picky.
yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
Apparently it was
What'd you
picky.
see? It? What'd you
I
see?
don't know.
It?
You
What
were
was it?
picky.
It was literally, it was love at first sight.
Yo,
It
please
was, 'cause
don't.
we met at a, I mean, for
We
me
met
it
at a
was
15.
At a 15.
Oh, hey.
No, I literally walked
Was it
in.
the dance moves or what?
I literally, no, I walked
Huh.
in.
This
and,
man don't dance.
You know, you open the door.
Yep.
At the salon type shit. Open the door. She's right there. Love at first sight for me. That was it. Like that.
That's
Was, there you go.
cute.
That was it.
Aw.
I'm like, yep. 16-year-old was ready. 16-year-old Austin was like, yep, let's do it. But yeah, that's I'm the worst
And
one.
he's also the worst one because I think it took him a
Oh
while
my God.
to ask me out.
Really?
Embarrassing,
Yeah.
boo.
We're talking. 'Cause I don't-
Well, no,
I
I
think
think it was Johnny that pushed him to like ask me
it
out.
might have been.
He was a shy kid though.
Yeah,
you gotta
he was
give him
very
some
shy.
fucking.
Yeah, he was
Not
very
no more though.
Yeah.
That you
I'm still a
complainly
little
like
shy, but
you
No, you're
changed
not.
the 180 is crazy on you actually.
All
All
right.
right, here we go.
Now for y'all,
What was the question again? I forgot.
who is worse at relationships?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Damn,
Definitely
she went
her,
too
bro.
fast.
Definitely.
I
her.
already knew me.
I've always been good at relationships. All my relationships have been 4+ years. I've kept them nice and good and healthy until they weren't, and then you gotta cut it off. Like I said, my last one, it ended up healthy. Like we were like, oh cool, like we're not like meant to be together. We're two different people. That's how it went. Can't say the same for you, twin. That's unfortunate.
No, but my last relationship was years as well. It was just very, very toxic. It was very
Those
toxic.
years were pretty bad. Mine were pretty.
Yeah, mine, it was very, very bad. It was on and off. It was very bad.
Yeah, I don't do that shit, bro.
All right, for y'all, who has the worst taste in people? 3, 2, 1.
I would say her.
Oh fuck!
What do you?
You didn't even let her. Yeah, I gotta do it at the same time.
I
Yeah.
had a thing.
Bruh.
Cause
I mean, I don't know who she's fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your boyfriend. She might
Yo.
be like the sweetest guy in the world.
That's fucking
But I'm just saying,
crazy.
like me, like I said, like I'm picky. Like I know who I want to be with, or like I have like someone in mind, type shit. So I wouldn't say it was me. So like by default, it's her. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, if
Okay.
there's someone else in more multiple choice, it'd be somebody else. But since you're like the next choice, it's got to be you. 'Cause it's not
Would
me.
you
I'm
agree
just
with
saying,
what he
like,
said, or do you think he has
it's
bad
not
taste
me,
in
so-
people?
Yeah, is
I feel like-
is
I
Lilia
feel
like
like-
a bad person or what?
No, the nervous
I
laugh.
feel like
You gonna laugh?
No, I feel like it's him. Honestly.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm
Why?
saying. Yeah, rebuttal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck him.
Why? though?
Because you dated my friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I was
saying.
Okay,
like-
but like, so like, what's wrong?
But
with
that's
your
bad
friend?
taste, though.
It's
No, but
bad
what-
taste.
Is it?
Like,
Yeah.
what's bad with your what's wrong with your friend?
There was something wrong with her.
Ooh.
There was something wrong with you. That you chose her. And
Nah,
I feel like you haven't gotten into a relationship, so
Right,
I'm
because
like,
I'm picky.
Or
Or
you
what?
just have bad taste in people.
Hear me
And they
out.
don't
He's
want
really
anything
picky,
serious.
but they don't want him back.
Oh, no,
All right,
please.
moving on.
Stop violating my boy over there.
Moving on.
All right.
Moving on.
I already know my answer.
Yes,
Yeah, this one's pretty
come
easy.
on. Yes. Whatchamacallit? Who has worse taste in people?
All right, 3, 2, 1, her. And it's not even close, honestly.
Damn,
Dude,
they
your
just throw you
taste
under
in
the
men has
bus.
always fucking baffled me, bro. Not a single motherfucker have been like, oh, you know what?
But
You
my
know,
baby's cute though.
Even then, bro.
Baby's cute.
I have pretty good, okay taste in people.
Don't look at me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm just saying. I'm just like, it's cool.
No,
like,
yeah,
I'm,
his
you
taste
know,
hasn't been bad.
you know
It's
what I'm
alright.
saying? However,
Just
that's
one of
kind
them
of
is questionable. That's all. It's
Yeah, we all gotta have
Yeah,
some
we've all been
questionable
there.
shit, but like,
No,
overall,
mine was very.
overall, it's not even close. Yeah, no, that is. Oh, that's unfortunate, but it's all good.
All right. Next question. Who has the higher body count? 3, 2, 1.
I feel like you do know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cause I got a humble. So
Oh, he said it out loud too. That's
Humble
crazy,
five.
bro.
I think we're the
Don't
same
expect no
then.
numbers from
We're
me.
the same.
the same.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
There you go.
Yeah, we're the same.
Humble
Are you
five.
lying on the timeline right now?
No,
Nah, but
no.
he
Hold
was a
up.
virgin. He was a virgin.
Yeah,
so
she's the virginity.
during
team.
our relationship,
The virginity team right here.
Yo,
we got
her,
the virginity.
her
team
boyfriend
going on
is
right now.
probably listening to this right now.
Nobody
so-
talk to her because she's gonna steal.
Dude, what is? Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
For y'all. No, fucking. Who has the higher body count? 3, 2, 1.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
Care to explain?
the high school
You know what
hoe
I'm
phase.
saying? Dude, the high school, college,
Definitely.
it was, you know what I'm saying, one hell of a time, you know.
No, bro, don't. Everybody.
I'm not throwing out no numbers, bro. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. I'm not throwing out numbers. You know what? Nah, bro.
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
let's
know.
get
Honestly, we
let's
just
get an
talked about that
estimate.
earlier.
Get an
Yeah,
estimate.
I
Let's see. Somebody throwing numbers. Like I just want to see what y'all think.
More than your feet and toes. I mean, your hands and toes.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's what she
That's
said.
more than 20.
I said,
Yeah.
I said 10.
You said 10?
10?
Okay.
I'll be medium. I'll shoot around 15.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
And I don't want to know.
I
Are
actually
we?
don't wanna
Are we at least close?
know. Somebody's close.
Somebody's close. There you go.
It's
Somebody's
Austin?
close.
One of us.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
say it. Somebody's
come
close though. Somebody's close.
Which we'll call it. All right. Next one. Who was the looks in the relationship?
Ooh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. The question.
She put it-
The more attractive one.
Yeah.
That's it.
She
That's
got
what's
that
up,
right.
man. That's what's up. Nice.
Yeah. I feel like
I like how you
some-
confidently say yourself, though. I
feel
fuck
like,
with that.
Yeah, I feel like something about me though, like I can be like depressed or whatever, but I will
I'm
never
that
call
bitch.
myself. I will never call myself ugly.
That's what's up. I fuck with
Yeah,
that heavy,
I
bro.
will never
I really
call
like
myself
that.
ugly.
I fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
Which we'll call it. All
I
right.
was a close second. But
That was close. All right. Who was the looks in the relationship? 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Yeah.
It's always the girls. It's
I
always the
disagree.
girls.
Yeah. She was slightly above my league. We might be closer in league nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Getting my teeth fixed, you know what I'm saying? I got the confidence of a dream.
I disagree. I think.
Your confidence has always been really good, though.
Yeah, that's true. Even when I was
Yeah.
kind of a little busted, but like now it's real. Back then I kind of faked it a little bit, you know, fake it till you make it. Now it's real. Now I'm the big dick in the room. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oh shit, I'm not even in
Next
camera.
one. Who was more jealous? 3,
Ooh.
2, 1, go.
Oh, this is what I was waiting for. Yes.
It might have been.
I want y'all to battle this out.
It could have been. No, because I remember this one time, I was shy. I was a little bitch back then. But this one time, so we went to like this little event, and I didn't know how to dance. And somebody like asked her to dance. And he asked me too. He's like, yo, it's okay, I can dance with your girl. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, go ahead, bro. Because I don't care. I can't dance. And she wants to dance. I was like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing. But at the same time, I was watching them. I was like, yo, hold on. What's going on?
Yo, they getting a little bit too close.
Yeah. No, it was fine though. Like they dance like normal. Like
I think dancing is cool.
nothing too crazy.
I don't get jealous.
That's why I wouldn't say me. I'd say her by default. So.
Damn.
I feel like he was the jealous type.
Ooh. Okay.
Because he knew that I had a lot of guy friends, and we didn't go to the same school.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Here we
go.
Yeah. So this is what happened. Like, remember how I was talking about with Nat? How like the red flags, the boy best friend, right?
Yeah, the boy best
So
friend.
she had a boy best friend,
But he was
right?
gay.
Oh,
He-
shut up.
Well, I don't think.
Yo,
Well, I mean, I don't think he was gay. I think he still is gay. He's gotta be gay, so right or no?
Yeah, he's gay.
Okay.
But
so-
we're not friends anymore like that.
No, but you had somebody else. You had
Fuck him.
Oh yeah. I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about. Okay.
You had that guy. I mean, he seemed cool. Like we went to his house, we ate. I washed my own dish. So
I'm in your
The
boat,
mom
bro.
liked me.
I always had like girlfriends, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I've
like,
always-
by-
I've always vibed more with guys.
that's
Right.
crazy.
Red
I
flag,
just
you
told
see?
her that I
Right
always
away.
vibe with girls.
Really?
red flag right away.
Dude,
Red
it's not
flag.
though. It's not. If you genuinely know in your own heart that you're cool, like you're just friends, and there's
Yeah.
nothing weird, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I always had beef with a lot of girls, and you even know about it.
I forgot about it.
Well, I had a lot of beef. I had a lot of beef with girls from your school, by the way.
Oh,
Ooh,
shut
that's
up.
crazy.
I don't
It's
know
a
why. I don't know
Berkmar. It's
how
a
it
Berkmar
started.
hose.
Berkmar thing?
It's a Berkmar
shout out to the
hose.
Berkmar hoes though.
I don't know how it started
Meadow
though.
Creek Switch, though.
Meadow Creek, yeah, fuck Meadow
Alright.
Creek, that ass. I forgot what question we were on. That's crazy.
Right.
Call it. Who was more jealous?
Oh, this is a
Three,
really easy one.
2, 1.
Boom.
Uh,
It wasn't
I was
even
so
close,
toxic.
bro.
I was super toxic.
The jealous was an understatement, bro. I've never really been jealous like that. Even to this day, I'm not a jealous person. Like you just explained, like the dancing and shit. Like I believe, like dude, your significant other can, if they want to go dance with somebody else, as long as it's not ass shaking, like I think it's cool. But who gives a fuck? Like I dance with Carol all the time. I'm like, oh, yo, Johnny, I'm gonna go dance with Carol. Like it's cool. Like we
Was
all
there a
like.
reason for the jealousy?
Fuck
I
no.
feel like it was just like my mentality. I was so immature.
It takes a
At
big
least
it
she's
takes a
honest,
big
yeah.
person to
Yeah.
you know say that.
She
That's
owns
pretty
it
cool.
up.
Dude, you know what's crazy? That they will say this right now. She was watching the podcast, right? The one podcast that we happened to fucking click on was the one that with Naomi, right?
Yeah.
I happened to talk about her, but I was talking shit, son. I was saying that. I was like, oh, she was so immature. She was just insecure and shit like that.
That
She's
I
over
was
here.
super insecure. I started bawling.
She started crying. I was there
I
like,
was bawling.
motherfuck, bro.
But
Like,
I was bawling just because I never had somebody tell me that straight up. Like,
Right.
hey, you're like this, you're like that, you're so insecure. And I really was. Back then, I was super insecure. And now I'm not like that, but it just hurt my feelings so bad.
dude, that was the most awkward thing ever, bro. I was like, fuck. The one
Just the
podcast we
awkward, like-
decided to click on, bro.
Yeah.
He was like,
about her.
He was like, yo, I literally ran into the restroom and I just started bawling my eyes out.
Dude, I started this, I was like, doing right now, bro.
I didn't revise the pod.
Yeah, I don't care.
What you call it? All right, last question. Who was the reason y'all broke up? 3,
Ooh.
2, 1.
It gotta be her. I mean,
Oh.
'cause I broke up with her, so I mean,
Damn.
it wasn't my fault.
Some
Wait,
undecisive
what?
over here.
How does that make sense?
It's like, why would I break up if it was like on me? It's on her. If I broke up with her, it's on her.
no.
Nah.
Yeah.
That makes no
No.
sense to me.
What do you
We
mean?
had a good relationship.
We did.
Again, I've said it
but
many
why
times.
would I break up with you if I didn't think it was you? You know what I mean?
You were insecure.
Why was it
mean-
her then? Why was it
Yeah,
her?
why
Why
was-
was it her?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what's crazy, that it's you.
It was a high school thing, like. So yeah, okay. Now
You just pieced it together. Maybe it was me.
It was out of nowhere too. Like it was late
Aw,
at night, and he
Shit, bro,
called
I'm
me. He
getting
was like, "Yeah, we're."
it wasn't late. At
It'd be
night.
like that sometimes. You know, one time.
It was in the morning.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, it was daylight.
You know,
I
one
remember.
time, bro, I broke up with a shawty just because one of my boys thought she was kind of ugly. So I was like, damn.
What,
So I
you're
broke up with her.
fucked
That
up.
is so.
And she was so
messed
good to me, bro. She was
up.
such a
Wait,
So
what?
fucked
she was
up.
such a sweetheart, bro.
Because she dissed one of
So
your
okay,
homies?
listen, this is I'm gonna paint the picture, right? I was at my homie's house, and they were all showing off their girlfriends and shit. Oh yeah, like let me see your girlfriend. And they it came around to me. They're like, let me see your girlfriend. I didn't go to the same school with them. I had a homie and his homies. You know what I'm saying? It was some fucking Meadow Creek motherfuckers, obviously. And then so they were like, oh, let me see your girlfriend. And at the time, I'm like, okay, cool. And like she was beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I showed her off.
She's very gorgeous to me.
You know what I mean?
Very gorgeous to me. Yeah.
I showed her off like with all confidence. Yeah, that's my girl. Silence. And then the guy was like, oh. When you hear that, oh.
Oh, as long as you're happy, bro.
Dude, you know what? No, bro. No. Motherfuckers at that age, it was just middle school.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
Oh,
at that
middle
age
school.
were motherfucking
They were
savages.
cruel, yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of
What
them
they
said,
said?
yo, she looked like a man.
Bruh.
Yo.
I was like, I can't have this. This is
I can't
outrageous.
have
This is a
this.
violation.
That's a violation.
If this motherfucker thinks this, what do the rest of motherfuckers think? The next day, I broke up with her, bro. And she was a sweetheart. Shout out to her, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
But
you're
now you
fucked
know
up.
not to do that, right? Like, you can't do it.
No, yeah, no, what the fuck? No, yeah. Shout out to her.
All right.
Aw.
For y'all.
Yo, chill, bro, please.
Who is the reason y'all broke up? 3, 2, 1. Damn, they just throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, bro. All the fucking points are on that side. Yeah, unfortunately, it might have been you.
Might.
You needed some growing to do. I told her that we were incompatible. Yeah, but you've done a little growing, so that's good.
A little?
No, a lot of growing. I said you've done a lot of growing.
Now you backtrack. I'm sorry.
No.
Clears it up. Sorry.
The crazy in me came out a little bit.
You were, bro. It was. I had never been through something like that. I had never been with somebody that was like
Someone so bold.
kind of crazy.
But
you know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
seem like it. I come off like very.
Y'all
like,
said it in the last podcast. Like when I was telling you that she used to fight motherfuckers, bro. Like
yeah.
it was her. It was her. I bleeped out the name, but it was her.
Yeah.
Tame
Like,
and
yeah.
calm. Fuck no,
Well,
bro.
I-
You confront her, bro.
The
She
way
was
she giggles
swing,
now.
bro. So now if you ever go to Moondogs, bro, Shawty's be yo, dude. We got her fucking backup, bro. We got the one that's gonna send. We're gonna send her in. We're gonna send Destiny, and we're straight twin. We're chilling, bro.
We tag teaming.
I got my hair put. Fucking Jackie, get that bitch.
Jackie got her. Boom. Nah, Jackie will fight, bro. Yeah, she got the attitude on her, bro. That's another reason too. I had never dealt with somebody with an attitude. That
Yeah.
was brand new.
I'm telling you, after I had Aiden, like I calmed down a lot. My mentality
Yeah.
changed so
The only
much.
person I ever dealt with attitude was Naomi. Shout out Naomi.
Oh, shout out to Naomi.
Yeah, see, I have a girl best friend. That's like a thing, you know. And I've always explained that to like all my partners. I'm like, yo, this is my girl best friend. You know, it's great. And then, okay, so the podcast that she listened to, it was with that girl.
Yeah.
And I was saying like, yo, I will put my girl best friend over you. If you decide not to like fuck with that, like if I tell you I have a girl best friend, and if she says that's a deal breaker, I will choose her over you because I will not fold my lifestyle and my like friends, my beliefs for you type shit.
She was friends with one of my exes.
Really? What was his
Yeah.
name? Who?
He was.
Yeah.
He was friends with him. I mean,
Yes.
she was friends with him.
Yeah. Not friends no more.
Does your boyfriend ever be like, I don't like the friends you be hanging out with to do so and so?
No, he's.
You be
not
like, I run
that.
this shit.
What's up, bro? What's up?
Nah, I don't tell him what type of friends to have. He doesn't tell me what type of friends to
That's
have.
good, bro. That's
We
the way to
made
go.
that very clear when we got back together. We made that very, very clear.
I think
So-
we made that clear as well. Like we talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
He's like, I think we need.
Wait, what are we talking about right now? I kind of
No,
blanked
about
out.
the
Like
girl
having-
best friend.
Oh,
About
yeah,
you having
yeah,
a girl
yeah,
best
yeah,
friend.
yeah,
Real quick,
you
she
know?
looked at him a little too
I was
hard.
like-
No, because the thing is, I didn't even know what we were talking about. That's the thing. No, yeah. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I remember one
forgot.
time one of my guy friends, his ex didn't trust him around me, and I was like,
I
don't
was
know-
always
I don't know
that.
if you knew.
I was always that guy.
that one turned off.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
At the battery right now. All right. Well, I guess that's fucking time to wrap it
Yeah.
up, bro. This has been
For
another
next
N85 podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to give us a 5-star on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers as always. And we're fucking out, baby.
Bye.
See
Peace
ya.
out. Boom.